What's up guys, I'm Daemonxel, and today we just got the official kits of both Legolas and Gimli. Also some hints about Gandalf coming to the game. Let's talk about it. Alright, so EA dropped a couple things on us today. They wanted to let us know that this month is going to be Fellowship Month, which is going to be bringing both Legolas and Gimli to the game, and we have their full official kits that are going to be revealed here. Now, this first page, I'm not going to get into it. It's all lore information about themselves, as well as how they show up in the book, in the storyline, and also about hints of Gandalf coming to the game. Now, if you see in this picture right here, Gandalf has this looks like the famous shall not pass up in the Mines of Moria, and we do believe that he is going to be the character that's going to be farmed through the raid that's going to be coming at this month, because they did say that they wanted the Fellowship team brought out before the raid. So let's go ahead and take a look at the kits, see how they have changed from the video I did before, and you'll probably see that up here somewhere, and it's also going to be at the end of the video, which is going to show the differences between the kit that is in the game currently on those characters, in those adventures, versus what's going to be coming to the game as a playable version. So let's get into Legolas first. He is a light side character. He is an elf and attacker, and he's going to belong on that Fellowship team. It says that the Prince of the Woodland Realm, this devastating attacker, becomes even stronger when fighting beside trusted allies. Now, if you do remember, or you haven't seen the video before, he is going to fit nicely between two different teams. He's going to fit nicely in that Fellowship team, where he's going to be working with Gimli, Gandalf, and a few others. And he's actually going to do well on the Elf team, which is going to comprise of your Rivendell characters. Take away Lomian and substitute in Legolas, because he's going to benefit from all the boons that's going to be thrown around with that team itself. So he's also going, it doesn't show here, but his weapon is going to be a bow. So let's go ahead and scroll down. Yep, see, weapon type bow right there. Again. So the first attack is called Rapid Fire. This is going to be his basic. And as you can see, it's just going to attack the target enemy for 100% damage. That's going to be at unlock. And that's all it was in the previous version of the game when you found him in the adventures. Now, when fully upgraded, it's going to attack the target enemy for 160% damage. And on turn, Legolas will also attack the most wounded enemy for 110% damage. Now, this is going to get around any taunt mechanics, any provoke mechanics, so you'll be able to kill that weakest ally. So when you're coming up, and say you're using him in arena, if you're coming up to a Rohan team, you'll be able to circumvent Eowyn. If you're fighting the Rivendell team, you'll be able to circumvent Eladin. And, you know, it's going to be another way that you'll be able to knock out Elrond nice and early in the match. Let's move on to his special one, which is the Pride of Mirkwood. The special ability is called Arrow and Blade. As you can see here, it's going to be 3 hits. For some reason, it's not really cool. It's not really showing a nice, clean animation here for some reason. So I downloaded it so we can see exactly. It's going to be 3 hits and a flip. There we go. That's a nice kind of animation there. Let's go back to the site itself. Alright, so it's going to cost 3 stamina, and you're going to be able to start with this ability intact. At unlock, it's going to attack the target enemy for 3 times for 55% damage per hit, and you're going to gain a stack of Nimble. Now, remember, multiple hit attacks are great, even though they're low percentage on damage, because each time you hit, you're going to have a chance to crit for bigger damage moving forward. Now, when fully maxed, you're going to get the attack the target enemy 3 times for 120% damage per hit. Each crit is going to dispel a boon, and you're going to gain a stack of Nimble. So let's move on to the third one, which is called Perfect Shot. Let's get a different version of this so you can see it in action. Alright, let's bring up that video here so you guys can see the animation here. Nice teamwork with Gimli on that. Alright, let's go back to what it says on the ability itself. Alright, now this stamina is going to be 5. You're going to start the battle with 3. So you're going to have to go 2 rounds before you're able to use this. At unlock, you're going to attack that target enemy for 200% damage. Now this attack is going to ignore 30% of the target's armor, and on kill you're going to gain 100% turn meter, and if Gimli is an ally, this attack has a 30% crit chance and a 50% crit damage. On max upgrade, you're going to attack that target enemy for 460% damage. You're going to ignore up to 50% of the target's armor, and on kill, 100% turn meter. Also, you're going to get that 30 and 50 again if Gimli is an ally. Now, that is actually word for word what is actually in the game currently right now. So that has not changed from those from facing him. I believe it's in 4-9 on the Shadow campaign or the Light campaign. I'm not. It's in one the guild. It's on the guild. It's in the guild one. Okay, so the passive ability is Legendary Archer, and on crit, you're going to gain advantage for 1 turn. You're going to grant advantage to one of your Fellowship or Elf allies, and it's only going to go to a random one. But when you max this out, you're going to gain 5% crit chance. You're going to get an additional 4% crit chance per boon on himself, which is why it's going to be so great to have him teamed up with the Rivendell team. And on crit, you're going to grant advantage for 2 turns to a random Fellowship or Elf ally. So let's see here. Key attributes, inspiration. Okay, we don't need all that. Let's go right to Gimli's kit right now. Let's close out these other tabs. Maybe that'll make it a little bit smoother here. Alright. So Gimli, he's also going to be on the Light team. He's going to be a tank. He's going to be Dwarf, and he's going to be Fellowship. And his weapon choice is going to be Axe. Strong and steadfast, Gimli, son of Gloin, is the Fellowship's stubborn brawler who can withstand heavy damage and deal it back in kind. Obviously, he's going to be best with that Dwarf team with Philly, Killy, Bofer, or with the Fellowship team, which is going to be Legolas, and we know Gandalf will be coming. He'll be part of the Fellowship team as well. So, getting that, it's one-handed heavy axe. Okay, so, heavy hands. Oh, see, we get cleaner animation here. Alright, heavy hands is the basic, and that basic is going to attack the target enemy for 90% damage and a 50% chance to gain might for 1 turn. I like this ability. I love any basics that's going to do something other than just straight out damage. Alright, at max upgrade, you're going to attack that target enemy for 180% damage, and you're going to gain might for 1 turn. So it's an automatic might and 180% damage. Moving into a special 2, special 1 is Deadly Throw. Nice animation there, he just chucks the axe at him. So it costs 3, you're going to start the battle with 3 stamina. Alright, at unlock, you're going to attack that target enemy for 170% damage, and you're going to inflict Weaken for 1 turn. The max upgrade is you're going to attack the target enemy for 380% damage and inflict Weaken for 2 turns. Now that's really, really good. Weaken is devastating when it's done to a high alpha team. So Elro here, right? Throw a Weaken on him, you're not going to get killed right away from his attack. Now this is pretty much, this is word for word in the game currently right now, as you see in that 4-9 battle. This is exactly what they have in here. Now, his second ability, otherwise his ultimate, I know they call it Special 2, it's called Dwarven Defiance. Excuse me there. And it's going to be 3. So both of these abilities are going to be available to you right at the start of battle. You're going to gain 2 stacks of Provoke, and you're going to gain 1 stack of Defensive. And that's really strong right from the unlock. I think he's going to be S tier tank. At max upgrade, you're going to gain 4 stacks of Provoke. You're going to gain 3 stacks of Regeneration for 2 turns to himself, and 2 of your most wounded allies. So again, That's going to be Fellowship team or Dwarf team. It doesn't matter. They're going to get this regardless. So 2 stacks of defensive to the, and he's also going to get 2 stacks of defensive to the two most wounded Fellowship and Dwarf allies. So they're going to gain defensive. They're going to gain regeneration. So that's a fantastic ability right there. So let's look at his passive, which is the Son of Gloin, and it says, at unlock, when a Fellowship or Dwarf squad member drops below 75% health, retaliate against the attacker, dealing 15% bonus damage, and this can only trigger once per squad member. So you can't heal them up and then have it trigger again for the same character. Now this has changed from what's currently in the game. Currently in the game right now is basically if his ally drops below 75% damage, he's actually going to do his special one again, which is that that throw, the deadly throw. So they changed that to a retaliation for this skill, for the official. Now at max upgrade, when a Fellowship or Dwarf squad member drops below 75% health, retaliate against the attacker, dealing 75% bonus damage. This can trigger once per squad member. During retaliate, he's also going to gain a stack of provoke and grant 1 stack of defensive to the ally who triggered the retaliate. Again, like I said, he's going to be an S tier tank. And there's a key aspect. Okay, so we need all this. So okay, so he is going to start at July 17th, 2023 at 8 a.m. Again, this is going to be a marquee event, him and Legolas. It's going to end July 24th at 8 a.m. Pacific time. Let's bring up Legolas's. Alright, Legolas is going to start next week at 8 a.m. July 10th, and it's going to end on the 17th, the same day that Gimli starts. So as this event closes, Gimli's is going to open up. Now, they're going to treat this the same exact way as all the other ones. You're going to get to be able to unlock them to tier 3 for free by going through the 4 tiers, getting 20 shards each on both events, whether it be Legolas or Gimli. They're going to, on the 6th, you're going to get 10 luminous crystals, 50,000 gold, and 15,000 XP. And then again, if you go to tier 7, you're getting epic material, 500,000 gold, and 200. Okay. So both of these characters are going to come with basically a $20, I'm pretty sure that's what it was with Elladan and Arwen, a $20 offer to bring him up to the 4th star. And you're going to have to open shards for chests, and those are going to be 1,000 gems each to unlock them at 5 stars. Now, I don't know if they're going to be needed to unlock anyone currently, so I don't think there's going to be a mad rush to try and get them up to 5 stars right away. There was no mention of Gandalf being a legendary character. I believe Gandalf is going to be available in the raid store when the raid store unlocks. Now, I do believe that that raid is going to happen right as Gimli's ends. I believe it was the 24th of July. I believe that's right around then is when we're going to see the raids kick into action. And that's what I got for you guys today. These are the official kits. I hope you guys found this video informative. I hope this is going to help you plan out what you're going to do for the next 2 weeks, how you're going to go about your business in the game. Also, I know this is on the main channel, but I'm going to be moving all these Lord of the Rings videos to its own separate channel. If you do like my content, please go over there, give me a like, give me a subscribe, help me out to raise this channel, because I'm here for you guys and the community, and I really enjoy making videos on this game itself. So, have a great week, have a great weekend, adventure safe, and good luck to you and your fellowship.